Tottenham and Chelsea are reportedly planning a major move for 2025, targeting an Arsenal star who has been shining during his loan spell. Meanwhile, a Brazilian club confirms it has reached out to Edu Gaspar to discuss the transfer of a player struggling to regain full fitness. Hey guys! Welcome back to the Arsenal News channel. We're here to bring you the latest updates and keep you informed on all things Gunners. Thomas Partey has really come into his own for Arsenal this season, becoming a consistent force in the starting lineup after injuries plagued his previous campaign. The 31-year-old has made 11 appearances in all competitions, only being rested for last month's Carabao Cup tie against Bolton. Looking sharp and focused, his commanding presence in Arsenal's midfield balances possession with an impressive ability to intercept and win the ball back. Mikel Arteta recently praised Partey's form, saying, "He's been a key player for us, proving himself week after week. He's started this season in fantastic form." Arteta even hinted that Partey has returned from his break in perhaps his best condition yet. "We've managed his minutes wisely, and the team is working to keep him in top physical shape," Arteta added. With Partey thriving in midfield week after week, discussions over his future are becoming urgent. His current contract expires next summer, meaning he will be free to negotiate with clubs outside England from January. But at 31, it is unclear whether Arsenal will offer him a new long-term deal. The Gunners have traditionally avoided long contracts for players over the age of 30. Although he is still a top midfielder, Partey will turn 32 next June, so Arsenal may be hesitant to offer him a long-term contract. A 12-month extension with an option for a further year based on performance could be a realistic solution for both sides. Meanwhile, Arsenal approached Sunday's game against Liverpool facing several defensive challenges, including the suspension of William Saliba. Mikel Arteta was once again hindered by injuries, with the issue surrounding Gabriel Magalhaes and Jurrien Timber complicating a tricky encounter against Liverpool. In a tense 2-2 draw, both Gabriel and Timber were forced off, leaving Arteta with a significant selection headache. When asked if Timber had been rushed back, Arteta replied, "We did everything we could to speed up his recovery, he was eager, the team did wonders, and we were ready to compete." After more than a month of physical recovery, the Dutch international started against the Reds and delivered a solid performance at left back. The 23-year-old handled the threat of Mohamed Salah impressively, working so hard that he appeared to suffer from cramp in the second half. The defender had to leave the pitch after going down with 15 minutes remaining, with youngster Miles Lewis-Skelly coming on to replace him. As for Gabriel, Arteta also provided an update on the Brazilian defender's fitness. "I don't know, but he couldn't run, that's what he said straight away, so I don't know what happened," the Arsenal boss revealed. "I don't know if it's the knee joint or the ankle, they're assessing him now." Gabriel went down after a challenge with Darwin Núñez, hitting the back of his left knee. Despite his attempts to continue on the pitch, Arteta had to substitute him shortly after. The Brazilian was seen with a large ice pack on his knee while sitting on the bench. Gabriel's late Instagram post suggested a knee issue, as he was wearing a protective sleeve but had no visible ankle brace. Given Timber's serious knee injury last season and Ricardo Calafiori also sidelined with knee problems, fans will be hoping Gabriel's condition is not too severe. However, Arsenal now head to Preston likely needing a makeshift backline. Oleksandr Zinchenko could finally reclaim the left-back spot, while Jakub Kiwior may start on the left side of defence in Gabriel's absence. William Saliba is likely to partner Kiwior, while youngster Josh Nichols could be an option at right-back. In other news, it appears that Tottenham and Chelsea are eyeing a move for goalkeeper Karl Hein, who is currently on loan at Real Valladolid. The 22-year-old has been making an impact with his impressive performances, catching the eye of several clubs. With David Raya establishing himself as the Gunners' number one for the coming years, a transfer could be the best step forward for Hein's career. According to the Spanish outlet Fitches, both clubs have entered the race to secure his services as they look to bolster their goalkeeping options. Hein has demonstrated not only quick reflexes and agility between the posts, but also an ability to remain calm under pressure, qualities that have not gone unnoticed by scouts from both teams. Reports suggest that Arsenal are aware of this interest from their Premier League rivals and may consider a sale for a significant fee. Earlier this year, Mikel Arteta praised Hines' dedication, stating, "Kyle continues to impress us with his attitude and commitment to improving every day." Tottenham recently signed Guglielmo Vicario, but after some costly mistakes, speculation is rife that they may be looking for another goalkeeper. Some reports even suggest that Vicario could make a surprising return to Italy, with Inter Milan reportedly interested. On the other hand, Chelsea currently has 4 goalkeepers on their books, with Robert Sanchez as the preferred option under Enzo Maresca. Sources have indicated that Maresca is satisfied with his current squad and is not planning any major additions. As for Arsenal, they are keen to bring in a new backup goalkeeper to compete with Raya, indicating that Hine may not see first-team action anytime soon. In recent developments, Arsenal have reportedly turned down an approach for striker Gabriel Jesus, according to Palmeiras president Leila Pereira. Despite an impressive start at the Emirates, the Brazilian forward has struggled to find his best form since joining in the summer of 2022. Injuries have hampered his progress, but it's fair to say he hasn't been clinical enough when opportunities have arisen. Given his inconsistency, it wouldn't be surprising if Arsenal had considered letting him go this summer. However, it appears the club had no intention of engaging in negotiations with Palmeiras. Leila Pereira was keen to bring Jesus back to Palmeiras, the club where he developed before moving to Manchester City as a youngster. However, Arsenal have made their position clear. Pereira stated, "Gabriel Jesus is not coming. We have been in touch with Arsenal, and they have said, Leila, there are no conditions. We will not negotiate the player. The matter is closed." This news is likely to evoke mixed feelings among Arsenal fans. While some may argue that it might be time to part ways with Gabriel Jesus due to his lack of impact, others recognize his potential when fit and confident. Mikel Arteta has clearly shown a preference for Kai Havertz as his main striker, with Leandro Trossard also stepping in on occasion. Jesus undoubtedly possesses the talent to make a difference, but his time at Arsenal has been less than impressive. It may be wise for both parties to consider moving on, potentially making room for new talent to reinvigorate the squad. As for Palmeiras, it remains to be seen whether they will make another attempt to secure his services in the future, as Leila Pereira does not seem optimistic about the chances. Arsenal might still pursue a forward to boost competition in attack, with Juventus' Kenan Yildiz reportedly on their radar. Yildiz, a versatile right-footer, is comfortable on his left and can play across the front line. Arsenal may see him as someone to ease Bukayo Saka's workload on the right side. With 17 caps for Turkey and a world-class potential label, Yildiz is a promising talent. However, he recently extended his contract with Juventus until 2029, which means bringing him to England could require a significant effort.